Good morning, and this is the first morning I'm blogging or vlogging, and that sound is me winding my cuckoo clock here. So hopefully I have figured out this camera. We don't know. It's the first time I've actually turned it on with a battery in it. It is the crack of dawn to me. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and I am getting ready to take Emma, my little dachshund, for her first acupuncture treatment. So I'm actually early, which for me is sort of nothing short of a miracle. God, what did I just walk into, like the darkness here? Hold on. Whoa. Yipes. I thought this thing was supposed to work in dark lighting. Anyway, but I'm going with my mother, and my mother's idea of on time is 45 minutes early, and I'm not 45 minutes early, so we're just getting the caffeine here. As you can see, I do not take my coffee small or lightly. So I'm caffeinating myself for this experience and getting all ready. This is, like I said, this is my first attempt at vlogging. So I'm taking myself outside of the podcast and into regular daily life, which, okay, we lost the lid for, so I slapped on some makeup this morning. Let's see if I can put this down somewhere. I don't know. I'm like walking around with this and it's driving me crazy. All right, hold on a second, because there's supposed to be, I told you these first few vlogs are probably going to be hilarious, and I'm waiting to see when the camera's actually going to hit the deck, because it will. There's kind of like no avoiding that. Okay, look. Oh, let's see. Ooh. Okay. All right. How did I do? Okay. Woo, that was good. Not bad, not shabby. Okay, we'll get the hang of this. Of course, it may be who knows when, but okay, I'm crooked. It's like I actually have time to stand here fooling around with this, because any minute my mother is going to ring the phone and start yelling at me because I'm 5 minutes early. So anyway, so I get up and I'm slapping makeup on my face. Now, I don't know if any of you watch on YouTube, because I'm like a YouTube-aholic. It's ridiculous. You watch one and like 7 videos pop up that you might like this, and the next thing you know, it's like 6 hours later and you've done nothing but sit there and watch YouTube videos. Which is fine by me. But I watch these beauty gurus, and you know, they're great. I've learned a lot from them. But they slop this makeup on like enough that I would need a trowel to get it all on and paint remover to get it all off. And they look flawless. They look absolutely flawless. Me this morning, I'm slopping it on. I come out looking like Morticia. I feel like I look like the living dead. And what really annoyed me, and I'm really like already aggravated this morning, and the sun is barely up, is that in the slopping on process, I ended up getting something in my eye. So like now I'm not only annoyed and tired and aggravated that I'm up this early, but my eye is like killing me. And there's the phone. My mother is here. Right on time, 10 minutes early. So I'm gonna go and get Emma in the car and get her ready. And hopefully I'll be able to pick this up later, and we will see how she does with her acupuncture. Okay, so we've made it into the car. Here's little Emmy. Okay. And Mom, who probably doesn't want to be on this vlog, but she is. So we're in the car. We've got our GPS going. The last time it took us kind of by way of China. So hopefully we will find a faster way to go this time. But say hi, Emmy. Say hi, Emmy. Oh, poor baby. Poor baby. Oh, she's still giving kisses. She's still giving kisses. All right, so we're off to the doctor, and I haven't figured out how to vlog and drive at the same time, so we will pick up later. Emma is not happy. She is jumping all over this table. Say hi, Emma. There you go. There you go. We're just waiting for the doctor. Where's Emmy? Emmy, say hi. Say hi, Emmy. There you go. Sweetie. Hey, sweetie, can you show us how you can wag a tail now? Come, you want to wag a tail? No? No? You're not happy today. I know. You are just not happy. Okay, obviously I have no idea how to work this. Let's see if we can zoom this out, in. No dice. What's that noise, Emma? Huh? What's that noise?
I tell you though, she looks like she's healing very nicely.
Yeah. Are you healing it? Oh. Emma's not happy, so we're gonna wait for the doctor. Alright, say bye-bye, Emmy. Say bye-bye. Emmy, are you on those feet?
She can be bothered with the
Let's
camera.
see. Are you on those feet? Come. Let's see. Oh, you're doing such a good job. You're doing such a good job. Yeah, come on. That's my girl. That's my girl.
The floor is also slippery.
What a good girl. Look at you go. Look at you go. Yeah. Mommy's going to have to stop and take you away from the door.
He's going to open the door and walk right into her.
We're going to have to take you away from the door. Come on, Emmy. Come on, Emmy. What a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah. We do our Jane Fonda. Do we do our Jane Fonda? Look at you go. Look at you go. What a good girl. So we made it to PetSmart. And Joshie is holding Emma, who did really, really well at her acupuncture. And we're going to go in and get Emma a coat and a booster seat, right? Right, Emmy? And a stroller. So let's go on into PetSmart. So Emmy got a new coat. How cute. Oh my goodness, let's see if she'll walk a little in it. Come on, Emmy. Come on, Emmy. Oh my goodness, there she goes. There she goes. You're doing so well. You're doing so well. Come, Josh, let's see. Let's see if she'll walk across the street. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on, I'm coming. Let's try not to get hit by a car, Emmy. Come on. Come on. Oh boy, you're doing so well. You're doing so well. Yeah, come on. Okay, we're gonna go look for a carriage for you, a stroller, although I don't think you need it. I don't think you need it. Okay. So I literally just walked in from, what, like 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 3:30. And as you can see, I have a huge mess of stuff to put away and to start dinner. And I'm exhausted. The dog's exhausted. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to pack up some of this stuff and take it downstairs and put it away. And then I'm gonna try to sit down for a little while before I start dinner. So that's how my day is going so far. I'm wiped out and gonna try to just sit down and chill out for a little while before I start dinner. So I fell asleep and it is a lot later than I thought it would be. It is what, 8:15. So these people are gonna be eating really late. But here's what I'm doing for dinner. And I have to tell you, this is the first time I'm vlogging. So this is gonna be quite a learning curve because it's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. Here I thought it was like, you know, you walk around with the camera and stuff. Yes! It's not that simple. First of all, that no refusing to turn off the hockey game, so that's in the background. But I am just getting dinner ready, so I chopped up my stuff. So I'm gonna put this down so that you don't have to sit and watch that part. What I have here is I have some Brussels sprouts. I cut up some fennel, and I have a mixture they have in the bags in the stores of these little potatoes, but they come like in purple and red and yellow potatoes, and that is for those of us that in this family do not eat the meat. So I'm going to take some flavored olive oil. And in this case, I'm going to use garlic olive oil. Now, we're very lucky. We have a store in the area here which sells all kind of flavored olive oils. They even have butter olive oil, which literally tastes exactly like butter. It's sick, and there's absolutely no butter or dairy in it at all. But I'm going to generously coat those with some olive oil. And then I'm going to take, usually I grow fresh, but my Aero garden kind of died. So I'm going to take, I bought rosemary, and just sort of sprinkle, God, that smells so good. Sprinkle some rosemary on top of this. I think it's you know, like fresh. It's not dried rosemary, but it's dry. If you've ever grown it, it's not like fresh. But we're gonna sprinkle some of this rosemary on top, and this is actually in the oven going to get really crispy, the rosemary, so it tastes really, really good with the fennel. So we're gonna sprinkle that on the top. And before you ask, no, I am a terrible cook. Nobody here eats what I make. So this is just my favorite way of cooking vegetables. I eat it, I like it. They don't want to eat it. We don't live too far from McDonald's. So there we go. So there's the rosemary. And then I'm going to season it. And I had gotten some of this Applewood smoked sea salt. I don't know. So we'll put a little bit of that on, because I find that most of the seasonings that I use somehow or another contain salt. So I don't want to go crazy, but this is, oh gosh, it actually really smells good. We'll stick with this. So this is Rachel Ray's Applewood smoked sea salt. Oh, let's see, will it focus? Is it going to focus? Okay, so we have to figure out how to make the camera focus. There we go. Okay, so that's one. And then this 24/7 seasoning, same thing, we're gonna keep it simple, which is mostly pepper. Let's see, there's a little chili and cumin seed in here, so it's got a little kick to it, a little hot stuff. So we'll put a little bit of that on here. Like I said, these folks are gonna be eating who knows when. And pop this in the oven. And a lot of places, things that I saw tell you to put this in at 425 or 400. And I found if you do that, it's going to burn, because the Brussels sprouts and the potatoes are going to take a while, and you can end up having them burn. Now, I don't mind you want it kind of charred almost when you roast them, but charred and burned, two separate things. So we're going to stick this in the oven. Now, I'm going to put this one in. Gosh, I don't even know what this one is. Okay, down on the bottom. Alright, and that is at 375. And then I am going to move on over here. Like I said, this is, I've cut my head off. I've cut, I'm sure, Emma, her head off. I'm just going to put that on the frying pan over there, which is where I set it up. And I'm going to make the chicken for the carnivores in the house here. I have made myself, I got this from David's Tea. This iced tea maker. And I got one over the summer, and I found one, they had one on sale, you know, for the holidays and discount and all that stuff. So I got a second one, because this is really great. You put your loose tea leaves in and boiling water, and you let it steep, and then this top piece is a separate piece. You fill it with ice. When your tea is steeped, you put it in, and instant iced tea. So that is what I am drinking. Although, to tell you the truth, I really would prefer an adult beverage. But that's not going to happen tonight. So, alright, we have, this is a relatively, oh, I hope I didn't just blow up the camera. Okay? This is a new stove. And I had enough trouble working the old stove. Obviously, this one is not going any better. Okay, so hold on, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, sorry, I had to go get my spices. So I'm gonna turn this around and let's see. While my pan is heating, I have had the flame on my pan and I'm just putting in some olive oil, which is hopefully going to make a little bit of sauce. And while that's going on, okay, maybe that won't make such a great noise. Okay, there we go. I'm going to brown my chicken in the olive oil. Again, I use the garlic. Okay. And these are actually chicken breasts, not chicken cutlets. So these are thicker. And this time I did not pound them out. So this is going to take a little bit longer to cook, but we're going to cook it in the oven. That's pretty good. You gotta watch the sound. I'm just going to brown these a little bit, actually, to get some nice color in them, because I am actually going to put the chicken cover in the oven, so I want to get some nice color on it. So in the meantime, I'm going to be seasoning them with, I use Penzeys spices a lot. So we're going to use basil, we're going to use parsley. I'm sure there's a better way to do this. And hopefully with time I will figure it out. We're going to use their blend of Sunny Paris, which is a blend of shallots, peppercorns, tarragon, a whole bunch of good stuff. And then this time I'm going to just use the, I probably should just use the fresh rosemary on it, but yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just use the fresh rosemary. So we're just going to brown up the chicken a little bit so that it doesn't look like that yucky color. And it comes out. And this is for when you overslept, you've left people hungry, and you got to cook something really fast. So this will take about, all told, maybe about a half an hour. So I'm going to go and continue to brown these chicken pieces, and I will be back when they're brown. Okay, that's as brown as the chicken's going to get, mostly because it's splattered everywhere, including all over the camera, and I got tired of watching it splatter. So we are going to sprinkle on some Sunny Paris of the seasoning from Penzeys. So we've got that on there. I'm not going to use that bottled rosemary because I use the fresh. I'm going to put on some parsley flakes on the top. Oops. A little bit of basil, and like at this point you can use whatever seasonings you like. Garlic you could put on there. Probably should put a little garlic powder, but I actually browned it in garlic olive oil. I'm going to use a little bit of salt, and that is it. I'm going to cover this up. And this is cast iron, so I can't hold this on the camera. But I think I'm about to find out a lesson that this is not going to fit in my top oven. So we're going to find out. I'm going to move the rack. I guess it will possibly stick it in there. That's not going to work either. Like I said, it's a new stove, and I've got growing pains. Alright, there we go. Into the oven. This is gonna go. Ow, ow, ow. This thing was hot. Whoops, forgot that it's already been on the stove. That hurt. Okay. And I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes, and I will check the chicken back in 30 minutes. And in the meantime, I am going to clean up this mess of grease that I have all over the place. Not to mention the mess that I've made all over the kitchen. So what you've missed while the camera was off was, number one, I burnt myself, but good. And it's a good thing the camera was off because I let out a few very not nice words. I had vegetables all over the place. It's all cleaned up now, thank goodness, but it has totally been that kind of day. So while my chicken is cooking, I have to tell it just totally funny story. I take my mother shopping all the time, at least once a week, usually more, and we hit a bunch of stores. And after we got back, now it was an hour out to the vet, an hour back, I dropped my mother off. I went and took the dog to get another coat for her and to try and get a stroller and a booster seat for the car, because now that she's moving so much, and she doesn't really need to be. Before, she couldn't move. She had to be held, like, really to keep from wiggling, but now it's not so bad. She can move around a little bit more, but I don't want her to get hurt, and obviously don't want her flying loose in the car. So we went to look for a booster seat. I ended up ordering it all off Amazon anyway, so that was a total waste of time. But I came back and, you know, like, I'm already tired. It was an hour back and forth. It was an hour in the doctor's office getting the acupuncture. I'm carrying the dog around. So I come home and I run out to pick up my mother, and we go to the store. And it's always a battle because there's one store that I like to go to where I can scan my stuff, put it in the bags. When I get to the checkout, I just scan the scanner, pay, and I'm out the door. And I tried doing that with my mother once, and it didn't end well. Okay. I mean, I literally, she was like, what do I do next? And I basically said, you turn around, apologize to every person standing in line behind you, and swear to them you will never get on this line again. So fortunately, we didn't go on the self-checkout line, but she likes this other store, which it's brand new. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. And nobody knows where anything is. It's like in the weirdest places. Like the deli meat is in where the frozen food is. I mean, who puts the coffee creamer and deli meat up the aisles where the frozen vegetables are? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. So nobody could find anything. But she wanted to go to that store, and I was like, fine, because they do carry some stuff that I like. Well, the upshot of the whole thing is, my mother couldn't find a couple of things. So, like, she's going down her list, and she couldn't find this, and she couldn't find that. And she finally literally, like, threw a fit in the store. She goes over to the appetizing. Now, you know what the deli counter is like, especially, like, what, 4 days before Christmas? This place is small. And she goes, like, literally behind the counter. I'm, like, standing there going, I don't know this woman. Okay, I don't know this woman. She goes behind the counter, gets a hold of somebody, and she's like, I'm done. That's it. Here's my list. I can't find this stuff. I need somebody to find this stuff for me. So at that point, literally, they sent her this personal shopper, this poor guy, I don't even remember his name. And he tells her to just wait. And he goes and he starts shopping for her. All I wanted to do is just crawl in a hole somewhere down produce and disappear out of that store. Fortunately, we got on separate checkout lines. I didn't even deal with the self-checkout. But that's the kind of day I had. So I came home, like I said, I conked out, and now I just burnt myself making dinner, completely trashed the inside of my oven. There's vegetables flying everywhere in there. Like I said, it's a new oven. I'm no Julia Child. I didn't know how to work the old one, let alone this one, which has got even more. It's just not even buttons. It's just this panel. So I just sort of push it until it gets hot. And evidently it got too hot, and like I said, vegetables were flying everywhere. But as a side note, the chicken is still cooking and the vegetables are still cooking, but I did like stir them and turn them around, which is where I ran into trouble, and the vegetables flew all over the place and I ended up burning myself. So fortunately I kept that off the camera. So hopefully this will all be done to some degree of edibility within the next 20 minutes or so, and I will show you all how it comes out. While I'm waiting actually for dinner, I can show you I had a pretty good mail day today. My Skinny Singles, I was able to get into the December, January, February Hedgehog Fiber Skinny Singles Club, and my 2 skeins came today. So they are skinny singles. And let's see, one is the colorway, rose gold. I don't know how to focus this camera, so. Rose gold, ooh, isn't that pretty? Wow, I like that one. And this one is called sea salt. That is really pretty. So again, if you are looking to do a Find Your Fade, or the original actual Find Your Fade, a lot of the colors came from colors that Andrea Mary had received from the Skinny Singles Club. So if you don't have any hedgehog fiber and you want to build up a collection of colors you can put together, and you can actually, I'm looking at it closely, not through the camera. I don't know that I would put these two together, even though, gosh, I wish this thing would focus, or I would learn how to focus. You could probably use these. Actually, there is blue in here. So these two could go in a fade, but like at opposite ends of the fade. You could go from this pinky orange. You can see there is blue in here. So you could start to pick up colors and go from this color over to the sea salt. Obviously, you would need colors in between. But the point being that if you want to start collecting for a fade, that would be a great way to do it. So that was one thing that came today. And the other thing, I saw these online, and I had to get them. These are, I told you I'm like totally into the enamel pin thing. And I don't even remember where I found these. So I will try to link it. I don't even know when this is going to end up going up. There you go. It's janelinrn.com. I think I probably found this on somewhere on Facebook. But at any rate, I got an enamel pin of Ruth Bader Ginsburg saying I dissent. Loved that. Thought that was so cute. And then the other pin I got was the Supremes. And it is a tribute to the badass ladies. I hope that doesn't get me kicked off of YouTube because I said a naughty word. Tribute to the badass ladies of the Supreme Court. And I had to have that. Again, I will replace these rubber backs with the locking pin ones. But I just thought I would show that while we were waiting. And it came with this really cool bookmark of some really, I guess you can say it now, badass ladies of history. And I thought that was really cool. So this is from DissentClub.com. So if that's something you're interested in, and always as usual, my cuckoo clock is going off at the wrong time. And then she sent these little extras. This is so cute. One of the pins I got, I didn't show it because I actually gave it to my daughter already. I got an enamel pin of this unicorn eating a taco. So she sent me, I guess it's a little either sticker or what do you call those cardboard things. And then, honestly, I don't know how to focus this camera. Practice self-kindness, and then I don't know what the other one behind it says. But actually, the name of the company, let's see if I can get this to focus. Let's see. Will you focus for me? Come on, something's got to go right today. No. All right, well, it's boardink.com. And it's an Etsy shop. Boardink.com and etsy.com/shop/boardink. That's where I got it. So I just thought I'd share that while my dinner is cooking. Okay, the natives are getting restless here, but dinner is done, so I'm going to show you how it came out. That is my roasted, let's see, my roasted vegetables with fennel and potatoes and Brussels sprouts. And I'm trying to keep this warm because I'm just waiting for one more person, but that is my chicken with, gosh, what did we put on it? Rosemary and basil and parsley and a little salt. And it's got, you can see from baking it with the lid on, a little bit of sauce, which I'll spoon over the chicken when I serve it. And that is about it for today. Oh gosh, look, I can't work this. Okay, we've established that I can't work this. There we go. Okay, so that's my day. It's been a typical crazy kind of day here, and I am going to serve this up, clean it up, and then hopefully get some knitting time in and just sit and chill, because this has been a really crazy week. So I hope you all are having a good holiday season and enjoying this last weekend or long weekend before the holiday, and I will see you soon.